What's your advice to business owners who still have to go in and do the cleaning themselves when a cleaner doesn't show up? Like, how do they get from, where they're at now to getting out of doing that physical work?
Ah, Mike, the magic question. How do you scale, right? How do you play whack-a-mole with your staff? I can only share from my perspective of what happened to me as I continue to grow the business. When I say I mean we, and I have a team of management that helps us do that. The very first thing that I think is important that most commercial janitorial services need to recognize is, we're selling services, we're selling people, right? Time and labor. So without that, and without that stability, that's what puts your business at risk, because then you're not going to deliver the service you promise your client, right? So
Absolutely.
one day you have more than enough people, the next day, someone's father or mother died again, right? So
Yeah.
you need backup in order to make that happen. And there has been time to times where the owner or your entire executive management team has to go out and clean, and that's just part of the business. You want to prevent that as much as possible, but I can tell you it's a humdrum, driving to that job or jobs that you need to complete, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Why am I out here doing this? I'm working in the business, not on the business. And that's when, the moment of truth is, what do I need to do to have stability? Because without stability, you can't deliver your promise. And without delivering your promise, you can't scale your business. So you're not working on your business, you're in it. So it's not a good place to be. You need to share your skill sets with the rest of your team so that you can deliver that promise that you've made your client. So the solution is, for us, we have a full-time human resources manager. That's important. It was the best investment we ever made in the business. So when we need an employee, when a part-time employee resigns or quits or that we dismiss them, we have to go to the shelf, pull a new person off the shelf and plug them in. So Too much downtime, you're just stuck in a vortex, and you just can't get anything done. So you need to have a resource to bring new people into your business and have them ready to go. So that's been a learning lesson for us, is having a bench filled with employees that are primed, ready to go. And whether you do that in a program, like, hey, I'm going to pay you X amount a month or a week or whatever to be on standby, or you pre-train them so that you have cross-training in certain facilities, all those ideas. So next time you get caught having to go out and clean, think about this conversation to make that investment. And one might say, well, I can't afford that. You can't not afford that. You got to have that resource in order to continue a solid delivery of your promise to your client, and your business runs smoother. And next thing you know, you're never out cleaning again, because you laid the foundation of that safety net, if you will, to keep the business running. So that's what we do, Mike.
That's awesome. I remember when I owned my cleaning company and going out in the middle of the night and cleaning. And I have nothing wrong with cleaning. I think, like, that's the industry we're in. But you start realizing the value of your time. I was better off to be selling more contracts, connecting with my clients and doing upsells and creating more value for them rather than going in and cleaning. And that's one of the things that you mentioned. We actually had a bench of people. We brought them in, we trained them, and we knew that, a lot of them are never going to work for us. But when we had to call, we could call and go through that list. And it was incredibly important for myself as a business owner and the team in general, the company as a whole, to be able to fall back on someone and let them prove that they should be in your company full time.
Sure. Yeah, that's the other side of the coin, is that's an opportunity for someone. So when you lose an employee, whether they were valuable or not, or whether you were just upgrading, it's a new opportunity for a new person, for a new rock star inside your business. So absolutely, but having that thought process is important. Listen, I love cleaning. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I love it. It's therapeutic. I absolutely enjoy it, but you can't do it all. You have to run your business as though you broke both your ankles. That's how you have to run your business. So if you can't physically do it yourself, you got to use your brain and apply that. And that's the way I like to approach it. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.